Hi, Kathy here from Kathy's Cute Creations with my daughter.
Hi, Sherry.
And we have the Creative Notions box. And actually it's a package, so it came FedEx.
It's a bag,
Looks
not
like
a box.
this. And as soon as I took the top, I ripped the top off and looked inside. It's folded over. So I will pull it out now. We didn't look at it. And it came like this. Okay, so let's open it
It's in
up
a nice
here.
little purple see-through bag.
It's in a nice little bag like that. So let's take a look and see what it is, because I have no clue.
It's very pretty.
What is it? It says, oh my gosh, it's cotton candy. Look at that. Signature pink vanilla honey. Pink beehive. .com. I'm going to guess that's what that says right there. Look at that.
Again, you flipped it over. I couldn't see it.
I'm sorry.
Woo,
Can you
too
read
close.
it? Okay.
Yeah, pink bee.
Ooh, and we have
pinkbeehive.cc it says, not .com.
No, I think it was COM.
Oh, it came off or something. Okay. All right.
That's all right. Okay. And then we have some applique glue, and it's Jilly Lily Studio.
Where's
I have
that?
to look up Jilly Lily because I don't know who that
I
is.
don't think
but
you're
I
saying
haven't
it
seen a
right.
little glue.
Jalili.
Oh,
Jillily Studio.
You say it your way, I'll say it my way.
Excuse me. It's not a potato. You didn't have enough Jillily in there.
But look how little that is. Oh my gosh, look at that.
It's miniature.
Miniature.
Isn't that what that says? Right there.
What?
Mini.
Yep,
Mini
mini.
apple glue.
Apply a tiny dot every half or so in the seam allowance. Hey, you know what we could use this?
Hey.
You know what we could use this on? The quilt that we're working on. The quilt as you go, because we're going to be using glue. Yes, we are. I'm just saying.
As quilt as you go. Not
All
so
right,
much.
let's pull a few things out of here because everything is turned upside down. Oh, look at this. Oh, I'm excited.
That looks familiar.
Oh my gosh, it is.
Look at that. There's the other one.
Oh, we'll talk about it here in a minute then. Okay, so we have, first off, two different, let's pull this down so I can read the size. Hexi, and their little templates, and the paper. So it's 100, 1.5 inch Hexi cardstock. This is 2-inch template. See the little purple template matches her colors. Oh my gosh. I have never attempted to make these. These look so difficult and so time consuming. But you know, I guess if you sit down on the couch, I was going to say if you watch TV, but I don't even watch TV. You could actually do it. What size is that?
This is a Hexi set, 2.5 inch Hexi template. It's 102-inch Hexi cardstock. So that's this one.
With the little bitty blue.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's nice.
So they've already made these templates for you.
Right. And then you cut your fabric and if you flip it over, you're putting glue and then you're sewing.
I'm very new, so if they've already cut it out for you, why did they cut so many? Like, I thought you only needed one, like the ruler, you only need one to make a whole bunch of them, right? So why do they have
They've
so
already
many templates?
cut out the cards for you, the little templates.
Yeah,
because it's going to make a whole
why?
bunch. You want to do one at a time? That would be time consuming.
I don't know. How are you doing it with 100 of them? What do you do? I've not done this before.
That's why we have
Why,
directions
you just
on how to
roll
do it.
out your fabric and you put all the little papers on there and trace it on and
I
then
guess
cut
you
them
can
out?
do it that way. Yeah, sure.
Well, how do you do it?
I've never done it. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
right. You did just say you've never done it because it's time consuming.
Okay, here's our February paper. Oh, they're working on a new website. I feel like I squirrel because I just saw something. I know, that's horrible. Okay, so we have
Oh, look at the pretty flowers.
maraschino cherry cookies.
This is where you say potato, because it's not
okay,
maraschino, it's maraschino.
Oh.
It's a shh.
Shh, don't touch Patty, but I won't be putting the cherries on it because I don't like the cherries.
I would, because I buy maraschino cherries and I put them in my ice cream. Oh, they're so good.
I don't like the taste.
I
I know. I got some weird taste buds.
know. I think I do. Since you don't like the stuff that I like, I feel that I have weird taste buds because no one else seems to like it. Megan doesn't like maraschino cherries. She thinks it's disgusting.
Doug likes them.
Okay, so I got that from him.
There you go. I want to think my mom liked them too.
And then I got it
My
from her
mom, I
too.
think we
Probably.
always had a box of those at Christmas time. You know how they used to be under $1. Then they went up to $1 a box. Now I don't know what they run.
Not chocolate covered cherries, Mom. We're talking
Yeah.
about cherries in the red sauce. They come in a jar, not a box.
Well, yeah, my mom liked them too, but I'm saying we had the ones at Christmas time in the chocolate
box.
cover.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
all
was
the time.
chocolate covered cherries. I
Yeah.
like those. Every year I buy the little. They come in milk chocolate and dark chocolate now, and they come not only in the little 12 where 6 on top, 6 on the bottom.
Right.
The two, they come in like a 24 pack or something. It was like a whole. I don't get those because I could just sit and just eat them all.
Okay, so they
And a
have
pig.
a round pillow and a square pillow. So then you wouldn't have to make too many of those. But that makes me think of Grandma's garden. That's what that makes me think of, those little things.
What does? Which
The
one?
design of that little hexagon. That's what that makes me think of, the hexagon.
Oh.
Because I think they actually crochet those into Grandma's
Like
garden
granny
or
squares or
something.
something?
Yeah, something like that, but they're hexagons.
It just makes me think of a beehive. Every time I see a hexagon,
I
I
guess
think
so, the
of
honeycomb.
I was gonna say on the
Yeah.
picture that makes me think of a honeycomb. Yes,
Yep. Okay, well, that's fine.
that's just me.
And
Now I'm sure if
oh,
it was another color like blue or something, it'd probably make me think of something else. Like that makes me think of a flower, not
okay,
a honeycomb.
that's the table runner, and there it shows without it being without the fabric or having it rectangle, but you can always do that because you can add fabric to it to make it that
You
way.
could take those pieces right there, and I'm sure it's probably in the booklet. And
There they
but-
did rectangles on the back.
Huh?
See, you can do it with the rectangles where it.
Okay, so on the back side you can do it. With
Or
the,
you can
the
do it
fabric on the
separate,
outside.
which makes you think of a
Or-
doily. If y'all know what a doily is.
Well, I wasn't thinking of a doily. I was thinking of like a placemat or a
Yep.
kind of like your mug rugs or whatever. You could use
Yep,
one.
that'd
Those
be
could be
good
like
too.
a little.
Yeah, that'd be
little
cute
cup
little
thing.
mug rugs. Yeah.
There you go.
Well, look at all the ideas we popped up there with.
Oh, I can come up with ideas, but
Those are ideas.
I know. I said I can come up with them, but then the execution is.
Okay, so we have some quilting shortcuts, tips and tricks for cutting your fabric. So those are always handy. Let's see what they got here. So they're showing it with all the different colors of fabric on each
And we
one of
haven't
these.
shown the fabric
Right.
yet, so
I
let's
know,
show that.
but each one of these has got different fabric.
You're giving it away.
Anybody got the clue yet? I mean, jeez.
I do.
Now, you know what that? Okay, so you know what that makes me think of? Those little,
Flying geese.
no, the little mermaids.
Oh.
Remember the little mermaids? Do you remember the little pillows?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what that fabric makes me think
sorry,
of.
I'm thinking of an actual mermaid. I was like, what?
No.
But you're talking about the pillow or whatever you all made.
Right.
I did not make
now
one.
we have a.
I did not make one.
Okay, there's still one around here if you want to make it. Here is a chain link quilt. There's that. What are you laughing about?
Oh, we still have one around if you want to make it. And I did this.
Right there, I believe it's a blue one. And then we have the bear claws. That turns out really, really nice when that's made into a quilt table runner. Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty.
I took,
Uh-huh.
there was 2 classes we could take when I was in high school. I think I was in high school.
Only 2 classes?
They were your extracurricular electives. Thank
yeah,
you.
okay.
But anyway, it was shop class, and all the guys took shop. I'm not really sure if they even allowed girls to take shop. To believe it or not, I don't think there was a girl in the shop class when I was in high school, and it was home economics. So I, of course, took home economics. They taught you how to cook. They were cleaning. I
I taught you how to clean?
yes. It was very basic stuff. Anyway, but they also showed you how to sew. So there was a bear, and it's a cute little brown bear. I say little. I mean, it was like, a bear.
Okay.
And all the pieces were there. All you had to do, and it was hand sew. There was no sewing machine. So
Okay.
we had to hand sew it inside out, and then stuff it, and then sew it back together. But then, like, the ears went on separate, the arms,
Right.
because you had to sew the pieces and then sew it on the body.
I didn't even know you knew how to hand sew.
I never finished my bear.
Didn't you get a grade on it?
You know how long ago it was? I don't know. I'm sure I did not get a good grade.
That's what you
I'm
make-
not good with follow through. So when I have a project, I never finish the project. I get it started, I'm gung-ho, and then I stop.
And then you hit a bump?
Like, I guess, okay, in 8th grade, when you showed us how to crochet, remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I crocheted enough to make the width of a, first it was the twin bed. That was very, very long time ago. So when I moved here, I took it all apart and I started over so I can make it for the double bed that I have, right?
Okay.
But not, it doesn't lay over. It's like,
Right,
you know,
just lays on top
just
of it. Okay.
lays on top of the bed.
Okay.
So I did that.
Okay.
I've got it so far to where if I'm sitting in my chair, it goes over my toes and it goes up to about right here. And
Well,
I'm
that's a lot
5'2",
accomplished.
so I'm like, what, 5 foot? So maybe it's a 5 foot, 5'1". So it doesn't quite cover the length. It's the width, but not the length.
Right.
So I actually forced myself, before I moved here, there was a woman I knew who was having a baby. I forced myself to finish another
Baby blanket?
baby blanket, and I crocheted it, and it was yellow and green.
Okay.
And that I actually finished because I gave it to her before I left because it was very pretty. I liked it. But that's the only project I've ever completed.
So
and
what-
I don't even have it. I've given it away.
So this was the blanket stitch that you were doing?
Yeah,
So it's
just
on the
single stitch.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on the one.
It's on a
Right, that's a
crochet
blanket
hook
stitch. Okay.
like
I know
this
exactly what
long.
you're
I mean,
saying.
it's huge.
The advantage of that crochet hook.
And it's like this now. Because the weight of the crochet. Well, it's a little warped, yeah, because
Oh my god! I never did that to any of
it's
mine.
very heavy. So when I
Okay.
squished it back on the hook,
Gotcha.
it kind of went.
You kind of like bent it. I think those are hollow. I don't even think those are solid hooks.
I don't know.
It's aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's hollow. I can see why. It's
And
bent.
I try to teach myself how to knit by watching somebody,
On YouTube.
and I was following her, and I thought I was doing really good until I figured out that I was actually doing it backwards. I was doing the opposite of what she was doing, which it still came out the same. It was just the opposite.
And what was it now? Was it also a blanket?
No, it was just I was just doing a chain. I was just trying to see
Gotcha.
if I could do it. I never did anything with that. And then the other thing I did was something somebody did on there was a crochet where you didn't put the yarn on the crochet hook.
Okay.
So I don't know what that one was, but I started that. And I'm wrong. There is one project that I did complete that I kept. I made that scarf that looks like the bell or whatever.
Oh yeah.
That purple thing.
Yeah.
They don't make that yarn anymore. It's a specific yarn.
Somebody's got to make that.
So I
yarn.
have one skein left, and it's a peach color. It's really pretty. It's a peachish pink. And I want to make another one. But that's the only project that I've completed that I've kept. So I've done 2 projects. I'm very sad.
We'll just do the project.
I know.
I mean, I understand where you start something and stop it. I have a complete tote down here that has nothing but granny squares in it. I never put the thing
I
together.
can't even do a circle. So I can't do a granny stitch or a granny square.
Okay,
I
so
would love to know how to
I'm
do
going to
that.
show it real quick, and then you guys can tell me
That was
where
my
it
squirrel
came
moment.
from. That was your squirrel moment.
Uh-huh.
So that should look familiar. Let's flip it over. And now let's look at it. So it's more in the lines of the fabric that we just had. Adele in Spring by Sandy Jarvis for Riley Blake Designs. So let's see here. We saw those colors right there, correct?
These, because they
Yeah.
were because I said paisley, and you said,
Right.
no, that's not paisley.
And then the kiwi.
And then the kiwi,
and that color
no,
was it?
this
No, it
was
another.
a different color.
Okay, let's take that out because I want you to show already what they've seen. That was it then.
I think no, that one right there. That was the first one I saw.
I saw this one slipped in. I didn't even see
Yeah.
that one. Okay, so show those 3.
So these 3 are just like another.
We can say it in Yvette's video.
Oh, okay. In
Yeah.
Yvette's video, they're
Right.
the same.
These are fat quarters now.
These are.
Yeah, these are called fat quarters.
Those are the 3 colors. There. That was the. You said it looked like kiwi.
Lavender with kiwi, but I think that other color wasn't lavender though. It was.
But it was
right.
the design.
Yeah.
Just like this, I thought was paisley, which it's not. It's little circles of.
Like flowers.
There, you can see it there better. And then
That beautiful
That
fabric
one right
there.
there.
Yes.
all 3 of these were in another box. The
Right. Yvette's.
Yvette's box.
Right. And then these are coordinating fabrics with it. So there's that one. I'm just going to put it up there and lay it down.
Okay.
And there is the, I guess it's the salmon on salmon. And then this looks like cherries.
Making
and
me
it's
hungry.
green.
Salmon and cherries and kiwi. I'm hungry. I haven't had dinner yet.
And here's our gingham.
There you go.
Yep. And then, oh, here's really pretty too. The flowers. And then
Oh,
this.
here I'm playing with the bag over
That's
here.
right,
It
we're
sounds
gonna
like
go
a
up and
cat
down
bell
with
or
that.
something.
And this looks like lace that would be around your collar.
Oh, that's
your
cute. I like that. And that again is like a
blouse.
green.
Right. So that's the fabric. Okay.
And then of course you got the bag that it came
Yes,
in, which I
this
thought was
wonderful
cute.
bag.
Look at that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's got a little zipper on it.
Yep.
And it says, no, it doesn't say anything. It has a little, the camper on it.
Which is Creative Notions.
Yes. It's on both sides too.
That's
the
their
little
little-
tag.
their little
And it's
logo.
got a little handle. The handle says 32. I don't know why, but yeah. It's cute. I like
All
it.
right. And I'll lay it out here so everybody can see it. And thank you very much for watching. And thank you, Vicki, very much for this box. I love the fabric. So now I've got twice as much of the same fabric. So it's beautiful. And now we can do these little things right here. I think we should try it. Grandmother's Flower Garden. Look at table runner and pillows.
Yeah, it's
That's
nice.
exactly what it's called. I think we ought to try at least one of them.
All right. Well, we're going to be
Okay.
in separate rooms because my machine isn't in this room.
Honey, that's hand.
Huh?
That's handwork.
What's handwork?
So much to teach her.
I'm confused. What do you mean?
This right here, this is hand. You do it by hand first.
Yeah, you're cutting it out.
Right,
You had
and
me
you put
scared
it-
there. I
and
thought
you-
you meant hand sewing all that. It's like, you're on your own. I'll watch you do it, but
Well, you
I didn't complete a bear, and it was only this bags. you kidding?
We're only going to put two together. You can put two together, right?
What?
Two of these little things together, side by side, right next to each other.
Hand sew it side by side?
Sure, you already know how to hand sew. I don't have to teach you that part.
Did I tell you I was in 8th grade when I did?
You're trying to tell me you lost everything. Eighth
Nah,
grade,
I
everything's
didn't.
gone out of your mind.
I do know that you got, when you put them side by side, they're supposed to be the wrong side or something, and you sew on the back of it or something. I don't know. Or the thread is on the back, and you start on the back.
You're
That's
talking
what
about
it
your
is.
bear now. You're not talking about that thing.
I guess talking about the bear. I thought. Oh my goodness.
How many new
Okay.
people could I get to sew? Well, we'd have a ball. Everybody has their own.
2 pieces of fabric. Like this, they overlap, and then this is the front side, the pretty side, and when you sew, you start on the back and you pull it with your thread and everything.
But if they're side by side, they're both facing the pretty. The pretty are both
yeah,
up.
but you don't start sewing on the top of it, you start underneath it. Because you want your
Right,
thread
but-
in the, and your thread has a knot in it or not, ha ha ha. And you start in the back and you pull it up like when you cross stitch. You don't start the cross stitch on the top of the pretty fabric, you start it on the underside.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
if
see, that
you
sounds right.
hand stitched, you didn't put a knot in it. Not if you learned how to hand stitch. You don't put a knot in your thread.
I'm not going to say how long ago this was. So, I mean, like I said,
Maybe
half the bear.
So
was
when she was in 8th grade, they taught it differently. They couldn't have taught it differently.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't even remember my teacher.
That's another.
It was-
I
it
don't
just-
remember any of my teachers' names.
I know one teacher, my 2nd grade teacher.
Uh-huh.
And
What's
I
her
think
name?
I've said this before in another video, Mrs. Highfield.
That's right. I do remember that name.
She's not with us anymore because she
Oh.
was
She passed away.
older when she was teaching 2nd grade. And she's the one that read Where the Red Fern Grows to our
Oh.
class. That's when I started reading. Ever since then,
Ah.
I will read a book start to finish. I have a hard time
You
putting
mean
them
you
down.
can actually start
reading
something
a book. I don't have to sew the book. I didn't have to write the book.
But you are reading books about sewing.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
That's true.
What was the one that you were just trying to get the other day that you had started? What was the name of it? Do you remember?
I have to refresh my memory a little bit more than the other day.
You tried to get it on Kindle, and I said, what book were you looking at? And you said, oh, yeah, I started this book, and I asked you who the author was.
Oh, the Whodunit Mysteries?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know who the author was, though, because I don't think I've read her books.
West. Was it Sarah West? I can't
I don't
remember.
know. But you know all those books that have got, they're sewing themed. I mean, I read one, then I've read a few of her books where she's an elderly lady and she's always, for some reason, some kind of murder pops up and she's always into it and her daughter's concerned about her checking everything
Those
out.
are Mary Higgins Clark books?
No,
Oh, okay.
no,
It's
this
like,
is
that
sewing.
sounded like,
This
oh,
is
okay.
sewing. I don't know the name of it because it's been so long since I've read one of those books. I'm reading other books right now, including Mirror Mirror, which I have not forgot about you guys. I'm just saying. So I'll be talking about that one, but what I'll probably do for that one, because if you don't keep it straight, it's like way, way confusing, because it makes me think of, what the heck is the name of the, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. What's the story where they go back in time? We've all watched them. There must be like 3 or 4 of them.
A show?
Yeah, they're movies.
Movies?
Michael Fox is in it. He's the kid.
Michael J. Fox? Back
Yeah.
to the Future?
There you go. That's what this book made me think about, because she switched time.
That's
It's
like,
not that she went back in the future, but in a sense she did, because when she went back, the mirror took her back, but the mirror made her her grandmother, and she lived her grandmother's life. And her
I read that
grandmother
book.
came
Gosh, that
into-
was a long time ago.
Right, and
Well,
so
when you're done
it's
with it,
real
I'll reread it.
Okay, so it's really confusing if you don't go real slow with it, so that you can grasp who the characters are, because there's too many characters that you can get confused about it.
You know what book I would like to read? The movie had Christopher Reeve, and I've said this before too. The movie called Somewhere in Time.
Yep.
Where he's the one who went back in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That's probably-
I would like to read the book on that.
Yeah,
Because
I
I
saw
know
the
there's
movie,
a book
but I didn't
somewhere.
read the book.
I've seen the
Yeah.
movie a couple of times. But yeah.
Okay, we're getting off. on
Okay,
a
yeah,
tangent.
it's like
We have to
squirrel.
stop.
So,
Yes. Okay. So we've had squirrely moments all along.
Yeah,
so.
we have squirrely movies too.
Okay, so we're going to finish this video so we can get it up. So
Yeah.
thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, here it is, all laid out so everybody can see all that beautiful fabric. That is a beautiful line of fabric. That nice bag. And then I'll go ahead and list the fabric. I'll show the picture of the fabric guess winners and all that. You know, I can't figure any of that stuff out. Like guessing that fabric by the hints. I never was good at that. But here we go. That's the winners for February. You ladies are smart, man. I tell you. And of course, this is what they're going to receive. Okay. This is what the front page looks like, in case y'all don't get the subscription box, but you're interested in it. And they're always taking subscriptions, so they don't have it open at certain times. I don't think they've ever had it filled where they've stopped and shut it off or anything like that. But you can win a 2.5-inch strip of a $40 value. So I'm going to show you that. Let's see here. That's right here. I got my phone plugged in here, so I don't want to be losing my cord. Here we go, right here. There we go. Right there. Okay. All right, that's it for this box. And thank you very much, Vicki. This is wonderful. I love these little hexagons. And Sherry and I will try these out. We'll try them. Why not? You never know. Might make something. Okay, I'm pretty sure she'll probably try this recipe. She already got a couple of these recipes I've gotten. So, and Megan likes to try them out too. So see y'all next time. Bye-bye, and thanks for watching.